So, the key to your intuition, that is through your inner child. And the more that you work with your inner child, guess what? Your intuition is going to get better and better and better because you are going to learn to trust yourself. And for most of you, your intuition probably stopped working when you were a very small child. And I would love to take you through an exercise which I took my school community through about 3 months ago, which has led to all of them having profound breakthroughs in their intuition. And that's what I want you to get out of this video. So, first off, what is your intuition? Your intuition is your inner compass, it is your guidance system, and your intuition is never wrong. Regardless of what you think or say, your soul knows the way. What happens for us as individuals is our ego gets involved. Our ego tries to make sense of things. And when you're trying to go in a direction, you will feel that life gets really, really difficult, life gets tough because you're ignoring your intuition. How many times have you known something about somebody but not had any proof? And it's prim proof, right? So when you meet people and you're like, oh, something feels off, or I just don't like that person, trust that. It doesn't mean they're a bad person, it means there's something wrong. And when you get an intuition, an intuitive hit, and you're like, I feel like I should call that person, I feel like I should go and do that, or I feel like I should go and do that thing, that is your inner guidance system. That is your inner compass that is trying to show you the way to go. But what happens is, as children, we close ourselves off. We stop trusting our intuition because there was a moment in time that happened to you where you were caused to doubt your intuition. Let me give you some prime examples that I hear from in loads of my clients, okay? So about 90% of my clients, they stopped learning to trust their intuition when there was an argument with their parents. And I just want you to, as you're listening to this video today, I want you just to tune in what is coming to you as you're listening to my words. Okay? Is there a memory surfacing for you right now in this video where you learned not to trust your intuition? Because if there was a fight with your mum and dad or your caregivers or whoever you grew up with, and let's say, for example, as a small child, you would have been able to cut the atmosphere with a knife. How many of you can walk into a room and feel something's wrong? You can feel there is a problem, right? That is your intuition telling you something is wrong, even if you can't physically hear it or make sense of it. So, did you, as you listened to that video, was there a memory today that surfaced that went, oh my God? Because I want you to know that when you were a small child and you would have asked your mum or your dad or somebody and gone, Mummy, what's wrong? And your parents would have said to you, nothing, darling, everything's fine, go off and go and play. That is the exact moment in time where you learn to stop trusting how you feel. So, what came up for you in that memory? What really jogged your memory and you went, oh my God? So, another way of also getting to a memory, okay, is also thinking about, was there a time where there was something that happened at school? Okay, so did something happen at school where you learned not to trust yourself? So, was there a time, for example, where you knew you should have been at a place at a certain time, or you had to go and do something, or you just knew something about somebody? And let's say, for example, I don't know, many of you could have been bullied. Okay, so if you were bullied at school, all right, you would have learned not to trust your intuition because you would have gone home and said to your parents, and I'm just hearing this in my head here, okay, for you, but you would have said to your parents that such and such was going on, and you would have been told something like, don't be silly, darling, ignore them. Now, when you were told that specific thing from your parents, and this isn't a blaming parents exercise, okay? This is a find the memory, heal it, let it go, and let your intuition get a lot better, okay? That's what this video is all about. So, was there a time when you were at school where you would have gone home and told your parents and your parents would have gone, no, that's not right, or ignore them, or just forget about it, darling, and don't worry about it? Okay. And was there a time where you detected that there was something wrong? Did you pick up on a family member being ill, or there was something wrong with somebody and you would have got told not to worry, don't bother, it's okay? So, can you see that actually, as a small child, because your parents or your caregivers would have told you to ignore what you were feeling, what you were picking up, what you were sensing, your inner child at that point when I can't trust myself. And if you are somebody that really struggles with trust, then you have what we call the betrayal wound. Okay? And that's why you don't trust yourself. You will literally get yourself, and this is, you will literally get yourself into so many situations in life. And what is happening is when you're having all these moments in your life where you're not trusting your intuition, that is your inner child trying to get you to heal. And like I say in so many of my videos, your inner child is the core key part of healing. Once you make that little person inside of you feel safe, oh my God, your life will totally change. That's why I created my inner child reset, link below. Okay? Teaches you how to make your inner child feel safe in 30 days. And literally, wouldn't that be amazing for you if you could learn to start trusting yourself? Because that's the core key part of running your life. Because otherwise, what happens is we go around in circles, right? And we have the same pattern repeat time and time again. So anyway, takeaways from this video. What came up for you when I was talking to you about moments of intuition? And if you want to share it in the comments, brilliant, here, do. Okay? But what did you see? What did you feel? And if need be, come back and watch this video again and listen to it. What did you take away? What did you see? Where were you? Did you see yourself at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Where did you see yourself? What were you wearing? Was there a smell? Was there a place you were taken to? Your higher self is always trying to show you the way. The bit you need to do, get out of your own way. That's the biggest part of healing and working with your intuition. Anyway, I really hope this video has helped you. You've taken something from it. I'm just going to pop it up there. That is the best video that YouTube select for you to watch next. And I'll catch you on the videos again soon. All right, cheers, take care, ta-da, bye-bye.